Cordial greeting. I am Dairo Castañeda, and a semester student in English degree at SECAR. And on this occasion, I am going to make the presentation, the research project that I carry out at the institution where I perform my integral practice. Mm, the title of my project is implementation of didactic dialogues has a strategy that encourages interest in the learning the English language, and its adoption has a second language at John F. Kennedy School. Okay. Introduction. The students of the Saturday program of the John F. Kennedy School of the Corregimiento del Tigre of the municipality of Vegacha, Antioquia, there is evidence of great fear and little willingness to learn English. They able shall be fear, and the few winnings in the methodology they have used for the teachings, and the objective of this project is to determine how to regain interest and the correct approach the learning to this important language. And in this context, is it internet they may investigation, and not only investigate but also solve the indicate problem. Mm, and that's the way town and its survey was Jail's important day, and that showed the course to follow for a prompt or effective solution that benefits all part of the education institution. Say direction is to propose didactic dialogues has a pedagogical strategy for the development of verbal and auditory communicative competence of English in the student of the already mentioned program. Okay, the objectives. General objectives, they enhance the communicative skill of listening and speaking in English, using real in imaginary context, and done sample activity relative to didactic dialogues in the student of the Saturday program of the John F. Kennedy School of the Corregimiento del Tigre of Municipality of Vegacha, Antioquia. Specific objective: evaluate evaluate the level of listening and speaking in English of the student before after the execution of the proposed pedagogic strategy. Um, Promote the listening and understanding of sentence and sample text in English through participation in artistic activity such as dialogues, roles play, and dramatization. Other is promote communication in English in students, and as well has vocabulary learning, good pronunciation, and the use it and the use of topic science and the curriculum level through participation in the SIM activities. Other is encourage self and autonomy in the student at the individual level, and teamwork and collective values has a group, child playful, artistic and motivation activity for the students. theoretical framework. They were farmed by globalization leads huge to make and deep focus on the importance of the English linguist. Sign this linguist is on the most um, is one of the most used and important in the world. In many important areas of life, the importance of the great linguist lies largely in the in the improvement education in social possibilities. In this order of ideas, we find several theories that support this and these are and these are some. According Burgundy, English will help use as to better education and before the possibility of the better hopes. According Piñeiro Ruiz Navarro Ramirez, teaching is responsible for guiding and facilitating learning, giving the student and the opportunity to learn town strategies previous shows by by the educator for the purpose. Mm, Orjuela Orjuela say education in English was not priority in Colombia until 1940 when the end of World War II and second and they led the government to impose a 6 year curriculum in English, displacing French to second place. Rosalba, Beja, and Avila, the use of the dialogues in the English class of the veterinary medicine and certain degree at University of Grammy and is effective in the teaching of the linguist. Very fit but the percentage of the approved student in the quality level of the evaluation. For Chosme, competence in the non-linguist that the speaker listening has of language and performance in the actual use language in concrete situation. According to Kashani, the practical of the linguist can only be done in four ways depending on the role that is percentage in the communicative process, sender or receiver, and depending to the message. And board and tell you that what does bilingualism contribution to the developing of skill of Colombian students. There are the main areas in which bilingualism uh, contributes to the developing of student skills in the formation of say structure for the thrown in science and scientific skill in the simulation of the investigative spirit. Okay. Methodologic. Time of research. The research that will be carried out it's of the quality nature with a wide base on information collected in advance. It is decided of to follow the direction of the case study since it is the most appropriate way to call it, processing arrived at the proposed purpose why the information to be processed. Mm, Population. This research will be carried out with a group of 10 class 3 high school students chosen random extrapolate from the a group of 22 students in order to carry out the activity designed to achieve the proposed objective. The age range between uh, 8, 18 and 25 years. In the socioeconomic part, the institution is located in medium-low level, in accordance with the real evidence in the municipality. Context. When checking about didactic dialogues has a strategy for teaching English, it is a audit of the factor that these dialogues are is a space for expression and direct contact with others have always been aroused in interest in how create a strong relationship in different communicative. So it is intended to directly involve a student in that they are the main beneficiary of this project. Instruments in quality research and several research instruments are used. One of the mm, is the survey. Sign is allowed the collection of that town well structured questionnaire. How this unique response information is obtained that facilities the conclusion and analysis in the investigation. In general, the survey of the possibility of more acid deceiving the 10 town grapes. Okay. Okay. Come on. Result. Well. To collect the information required to for this project, a very useful tool was used with what the survey signed to allow use to obtain a in a clear press the detail and why what we want to know from the student regarding the problem and they face. The survey consists of five very specific multiple choice question why seek to investigate the problem that exists in the institution regarding the importance of the English in the why is white it is strong. I sampled of 10 students from clay 3 grade was selecting which has a total of 23 students. Okay. The interview consists of five categories with where they follow with their respective result in analysis and this graph. Okay. First question. Do you consider that English is important for your life? ABC: A, always, and 70%, and B, almost always, and 50%, C, never, 8%. In this case, satisfaction to see that students see English and has an important part of their life, which encourage to strengthen the teaching process and improve the every pay. The second question: do you consider that you have had an adequate English teaching process? Always 50%, almost always 40%, and never 50%. Uh, in this category, and is worrisome that 30% will affirm that they have never had an acute teaching process, which lead use the investigative evaluate ourselves in try to correct why it's happening in an incomplete way to say that the percentage disappear in its entirety. Okay, three questions. What has been your main difficulty in learning English? Fear for 40%, the methodology 40%, and laziness 10%. If we analyze the category well, it's now that fear and laziness will always exist when they to come to teaching and learning in English. What if it canon we can be it along with it's that students see the methodology had the factor of difficulty when they should be great energy that account and fill student with the desire to learn. Okay, fourth question: how you practice didactic dialogues in your English class? Always 10%, almost always 50%, never 30%. Then that 60% that they're not never having to done a didactic dialogues. In this focus, you want the target and why the project because this a this a tool that allows you to interact in all aspects related to learning English that are speaking, listening, writing, and even memory. Okay. And five question: do you consider that the dialogue serve improve learning of English? Why? Yes, because memory speed listening and practice and fear is lost 19%. Not because fear is strong that everything 10%. That 90% is the main indication that the project is accepted and can be implemented. His guide mentioned to teach English in that is the result to the most appropriate and wide possibility. Okay. In conclusion, be able to care about institutional problem is gratified and they used to question how well we were doing things. Um, when any investigation is carried out, the test results show that there is a fault that immediate objective into indicate such fault. It's also clear is that there are many more factors that prevent English language teaching for taking place accordingly. Um, this this is the recommendation. Okay. Recommendation: always work as team and be very key to always provide solution and not problem. All will look for the most conscious and way to reach a student with motivation in the fundamental base. Writing the way English is being taught and is necessary change some approaches. Use the didactic dialogues as teaching method. And this is the bibliography. Okay, this is all. Thank you very much.